Contract size equals 12.5 million. Hence, tick value, I'm going to tell you without even calculating it, it's going to be $12.5. And to do 5 or 6, 12.5. So if tomorrow my trade opening is 130.150 and settlement is 33.55, how many ticks of a move is that it? Is that it? So you went to 33.55 from 31.50. Okay, that's actually 205 ticks. 355 minus 150, if you think about it. So for GBP futures, usually you don't have a big movement like that. From trade opening, this is for tomorrow, to daily settlement is 131.50 to 133.55. That is a 205 ticks. 355 minus 150. So each contract makes or loses 625 times 355. That's for each contract. So if you're short or long 10 contracts, you're going to make or lose 22,187 and a half. If you're long, you're going to make it. If you're short, you're going to lose it. Why? Because it went from 31.50 to so tomorrow, long contract is going to make money, which means there will be money put in the margin account. Short contract is going to lose money. In fact, tomorrow, short contract is pretty much guaranteed to get a margin call. Because for 10 contracts, the margin you were going to have was 19,000, but you lost 22,000 that day. So exchange is going to say, unless you put more money in there, I'm going to close this position for you. They're going to basically force you to close it. All right? That's what daily settlement is. And in many cases, people close their positions before the end of the contract. Now, let's talk about maturities of futures contracts. Let's go to yen contract because there isn't too much volume around here. JP, let's do pound contract since we're doing the prices on those. Under the specs, you're gonna see, a lot of stuff. Contract units, trading hours. There is an official Chicago Mercantile Exchange trading hours. In fact, if you guys ever have time when you go to Chicago, you should definitely visit the Futures Pit. It's a zoo. It's an interesting place. But there is also something called Globex. It's basically electronic trading of futures contracts. It's available Sunday through Friday from 6 p.m. To next day's 5 p.m. There's kind of a 60-minute break. There is nothing on Saturdays. And, and let me see. It is deliverable in the sense that if I'm long and I do not close my position, somebody has to deliver me 62,500 British pounds on the day of the delivery. Okay. If I'm short, I have to deliver that. There are quarterly contracts, March, June, September, and December, listed for consecutive quarters, but there is also contracts for the next 3 months. So we're going to have now September, October, and what you want to call November. Then we're going to have December, March, June, September, going like that. Regular price increments are basically 1 in 10,000. So that's the tick value, 625. But you can also have bid offer spreads at half a ticks. And so-called CME clear ports, you can even have increments that are 1/10 of a tick as well. Where is the last day of trading? Let's see. It should say it here on the calendar, maybe. Yeah, the deliveries are typically on the third Wednesday of the month. So October, third Wednesday of the month is 16th. But in many cases, that does not fit well with your needs, especially if you're doing this for hedging purposes. Suppose I know I'm going to pay 1 million pounds 1 year from today. How many contracts is that? 1 million divided by the contract size, that's 16 contracts. So my natural position is short because I have to pay. If I have to pay, I'm not happy when the price goes up, right? To cover myself, I need to be long on the futures. So I'm losing money on my natural position, but on the futures contract, if the price goes up, I'm going to make money. So that's what's called a hedge. The trouble is, let's look at the quotes or time and sales, a volume and open interest. Currently, the most active one is the December contract. I mean, today's volume is about 120,000 contracts. You know, multiply that by that's 3.9 billion pounds. Okay. The open interest is the number of positions that are not closed yet. Okay.